Hi, my name is Kyle,
And I'm Angel,
and today we're going to be showing you how to measure height and weight.
and how to calculate BMI with those values.
When you measure someone's height, make sure you have them take their shoes off. Make sure anything in their pocket is out of their pockets. And then you're going to have them flat against the wall. There's going to be 3 points of contact. They're going to have their heels against the wall, their butt against the wall, and the upper back against the wall. From here, you're going to have them go from the top of their head, and then you'd measure out where that is on the wall. When you get someone's weight, you want to make sure that they take off any heavy articles of clothing, such as shoes, anything in their pockets, sweatshirts, hats. Before they step on the scale, make sure you zero the scale out, and then have them step on. Once they're on, you can then start using the scale. And if your adjustments aren't working, then you gotta go a little bit higher and then adjust accordingly. You can tell the scale is measured accordingly if the scale notch is in the middle and is not going up or down. It's just dead in the middle.
Once you have obtained the measurements for both weight and height, you can use one of these formulas to obtain the patient's BMI. Depending on which measurement system you use, you will input the weight in either kilograms or pounds, then input the height in meters or inches, and then square the value for the height. As you can see in the second formula, you would multiply the squared height value by 703. Finally, you will divide the weight by the final value of the height, and that will produce the BMI of the patient. And as you can see in this chart, a BMI status of 18.5 would indicate that the patient is underweight. 18.5 to 25 is a normal or healthy weight. 25 to 30 is an overweight patient. 30 to 35 is stated as obese class 1. 35 to 40 is obese class 2. And any BMI over 40 is obese class 3.
Here are some contraindications to consider. Muscular people tend to have higher BMI since muscle weighs more than fat and is not a good indicator of BMI status. Children vary in height and size at a young age, so when measuring children's BMI, you should utilize the BMI percentile for that child based on their average weight for their age. BMI also has limitations predicting chronic disease and assessing excess fat, so it should not be the only health screen to gauge someone's health status.